All right, let's talk about something that is wildly overlooked. How to make sure she's having a great time while she's going down on you. Because let's be honest, if she's enjoying herself more, chances are that you will too. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, wait a minute, I'm the one getting the blowjob, so why do I gotta do anything? Well, technically, you don't. But in today's video, I'm going to share with you 3 tips and techniques if you wanted to try some simultaneous stimulation pleasure with your partner, arousing her even more, which could potentially lead to a way more enthusiastic BJ. I mean, just bringing this up in conversation will show her that you are thinking about her pleasure, and she'll probably want to go a little bit more crazy on you. And don't worry, because some of these techniques don't even require you to do any work at all. You can just sit back, relax, and receive. Hello everybody, my name is Ali. Welcome back to my channel. Now, the 3 tips and techniques I am going to share with you are based on my personal experiences that I randomly discovered doing the act with my partner, which left me pleasantly surprised. But before you proceed with these techniques, make sure you talk about them with your partner first. Communication is key. You want to make sure your partner is comfortable AF in any kind of sexual act that you are doing to ensure your pleasure and to ensure their pleasure. Because something that may work for someone may not work for someone else. And that is totally okay. According to a 2024 study done by Beducated with over 2,000 participants, when asking women if they enjoyed giving oral sex, 83% said yes. That's a big number. We like giving head, but 12% said no and 5% say they haven't tried it. So please keep that in mind. If myself or someone else enjoys it, doesn't mean that the other person will. But I'll tell you that she'll probably be pretty impressed if you bring this up, because it will show that you are thinking about her pleasure as well. So when it comes to simultaneous pleasure in oral, the first thing that comes to mind is 69. To be honest, this is not my favorite position. I find it quite distracting. For one thing, I can't really focus much on what I'm doing to him. And I like to take a lot of pride in my hand jobs, BJs, oral sex, all that stuff. I want to be doing a good job. The 69 position just distracts me. I also can't focus on my own pleasure because there's just too much going on. But I have found some simultaneous pleasure techniques while giving oral that really work for me and my partner. So let's get right into it. The first technique, I like to call it the hook. So what you're gonna do is lie down and get ready to receive. And instead of her coming in between your legs and facing you, she is going to go on either side of you, turn around 180 degrees and go on all fours. So her ass and her vulva is pretty much going to be straight in your face on one of your sides. And you are going to position your arm in a hook-like position, and you're going to hook your forearm onto the opening of her ass and her vulva, and you're going to apply pressure. So you're just gonna lie there and hook your arm right in between her ass cheeks and apply pressure. She is going to love this because you are going to be applying pressure and you are going to feel her resist by pushing back, which is going to apply pressure in all the right areas on her pleasure spots. Also, not to mention that you get a great view of her behind and all of her juices on your forearm. I mean, that's pretty sexy, right? Now, according to the Beducated survey, the second most popular voted stimulation technique for a woman to receive pleasure is pressure. So applying pressure in that area will make her go even more crazy and want to arouse you even more. I personally find it way more pleasurable and way less distracting than 69. Before we continue on to the next technique, I'm sure some of you are sitting there probably thinking to yourself, man, I wish I had someone that I could practice these techniques with. I mean, we all want a pleasure partner, right? But maybe you haven't found the one that makes you feel good, that makes you feel wanted, that makes you feel desired, and the one that you can have some fun, pleasurable adventures with. And that is why I am super excited to have the Wing Girl Method, the sponsor of today's video. Founded by renowned dating expert Marnie, who has over 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I know, that's crazy, right? She has helped thousands of men from all around the world up their dating game by using her science-backed flirting method called the F formula. She basically teaches you in a step-by-step way how to up your flirting game so that you can get the woman that you desire, even if you think they may be out of your league or that they're not interested. It shows you exactly how to make any woman want to escalate with you, want to date you, want to be with you. If you start applying this method, you will see results immediately. And because the Wing Girl method is sponsoring today's video, they are offering an amazing deal to my viewers. Just click the first link in the description below and you will receive an exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. And if you decide to join the full program, you will get an extra 20% off as an added bonus. If you're still single and haven't been having the success with women that you want, you need to check this out today. Click the link below and get access now. Moving on to technique number 2. I call this one the Shin Symphony. Well, actually, ChatGPT did when I needed a name for it, but I thought it was kind of cute, so we're gonna stick with that one. This move is probably my favorite and requires absolutely no work on your end at all, but double the pleasure for her. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna lie down and get ready to receive, but instead of her coming in between your legs, she is going to be straddling either your thigh or your shin, depending on like height differences. And basically what she's gonna do is rub and grind her vulva and clitoris on your shin or your thigh while she is performing oral sex on you. By doing this, she is applying pressure and rhythm to her ultimate pleasure spot, her clitoris, and she is in charge. And so while she is going down on you, she is getting even more stimulated and potentially can even orgasm. Speaking of personal experience, have you ever had a girl finish on your leg before? Now's the time. And what is so hot for you is you can watch her grind up against your leg and you could feel all her juices on your body. I mean, that's hot, isn't it? So again, I'm going to reiterate this, that this is going to feel really, really good for her because she's going to be applying that pressure and that rhythm she needs for that clitoral stimulation. Rhythm, by the way, was voted the #1 favorite technique while receiving pleasure for women according to the survey. Hence the name Shin Symphony, for that sensual, rhythmic feeling. The clitoral stimulation is exactly what she needs to go even more crazy on you down there. The Shin Symphony is by far my favorite technique. Okay, so now moving on to our third and final technique. She's going down on you, she's getting a little bit tired, maybe your girl needs a little bit of a break and for you to help her out a little bit. So to relieve her, she is going to climb back up next to you, okay? And she's gonna get nuzzled into your arm and chest area right here. There is nothing I love more than being like nuzzled in my partner's chest and arm area, and he just scoops me up and he's holding me so close against him. I feel connection, I feel that pressure on my body, it feels good, we feel close, and you help her out a little bit. So you can start, taking care of yourself with your hand. Now, I'm not saying she's like out of the woods yet. She can still play with your balls with her other hand or press on your perineum if you like that, all while you guys are maybe gazing into each other's eyes, you're kissing, you're making out, you're slobbering all over each other, you're breathing in each other's faces. And again, like you're holding her like tight, and you're letting her know that like, you're my woman and I'm not letting you go and this is where you need to be. And what you can do, while you're stroking yourself with your hand is the side that she's on, you can lift your leg up and sort of put it in between her legs so that again, your thigh is pressed right up against her vulva and you're pressing up and she's resisting down. So she might start grinding your leg a little bit because she likes that pressure on her vulva and the clitoral stimulation. So it's double the pleasure and the fun for everybody. Basically, she's gonna be humping your leg, right? So yeah, maybe your D is not in her mouth anymore, but trust me, by this point, you're both gonna be so aroused and so into it that you are gonna have no problem finishing. And if you're lucky, she might just come on your leg. Who knows? And I know this video said 3 tips, but I'm just gonna throw a last one in there. This is very general. So noise, 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 all right? Don't be quiet. Please make some noise, make some breathing sounds, make some like masculine, like grunting noises. I love it when my man grunts. It makes me feel like I'm doing a really, really good job. And you know, tell her how good she is. People like positive reinforcement and hearing that they're doing a good job. I'm sure you also would like to know if you're doing a good job providing oral pleasure for your partner. It makes you want to go better, harder, faster, and stronger. Who doesn't like listening to the gurgling and the slurping noises? I find them so sexy, and it's just a part of the whole experience. At the end of the day, it's all about mutual pleasure. So the next time she goes down on you, make sure you're lifting her up as well by trying one of these 3 techniques: the hook, the Shin Symphony, or the scoop. Speaking of her, if you're looking for her and someone to enjoy fun, pleasurable adventures with, make sure you click on the first link in the description below to get access to an exclusive preview of the F formula completely free by the Wing Girl method. And again, if you decide to join the full program, you're gonna get an extra 20% off as an added bonus. So definitely check that out today and find your pleasure partner for life. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Merci et je vous aime.